All right, everybody. So welcome back to Parents versus Gaming. It is our first episode of the year. We are recording this in the afternoon on Monday, January 17th. So if you're listening to it on the podcast platforms or watching on YouTube, it's going to release on Tuesday, January 18th. So anything that may have came out in the gaming world that we didn't hear about after this, we're not really sorry because we're all busy parents at the same time. But we'll try our best, like some of you. So, let me introduce the panel. This is our full-time panel going forward. We've got Jay Noller, Mr. U.S. Bobber down there. I believe he's eating protein cereal or something ridiculous.
No, man, I've got the steel cut oats today. Got a little bit of soy milk, some walnuts, and a little bit of brown sugar in it. It's actually quite delightful.
I was about to say, it looked like he was eating.
I've got my supplement drink here to try to lose some weight before the Vegas and the wedding trip coming up. And then, of course, we've got Kia Kane. Kia, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Our amazing mother of the show. And if you haven't been noticing, she's really been upping her streaming game. So if you're interested in watching a very wholesome, fun mom female streamer, they can find you where, Kia?
On Twitch. It's KILLAKANE0801.
Perfect.
Twitch.
So I definitely
And then,
checking out.
wait, hang on. Before we go any further, what are you having for breakfast, ma'am?
Me?
Yeah, do you have anything? Because
it's almost lunch for it's like 10:24. I normally don't eat breakfast. I know, shame, bad. I don't normally eat breakfast because I usually have a shake in the morning, and then I usually eat an early lunch though. So it is getting close for me to eat lunch. So
Are you doing the supplement like I am?
No, actually, it's a ginger and lemon drink. It's supposed to help. It's got a little bit of caffeine in it. Like I said, I've been having a headache for like the last 3 days, so I'm hoping this will help a little bit. It looks horrendous,
yeah,
but it actually
doesn't look good.
I was like, as I was pouring in there, I was like, oh, this doesn't look like it's gonna be good. And I'm like, I've taken a few sips and it's not too bad, but I was like, the color of it.
Color doesn't look so bad.
Like that
green looks like the superfoods thing where it's like there's nothing but like kale and dirt.
I know. But I was like, why is it green? But it's ginger and lemon is what it is. So
that's how you know it's good for you, is when it tastes bad and it's green.
Yeah, right. It's not horrible, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink all of it.
So, a lot of the listeners, and you guys, of course, know, I work for a resort company. So we were doing a meeting recently, probably a couple months ago, Jay, and we're on a resort, and one of our managers kind of looks over, and what they do, Kia, is when you have your conference meetings with your teams and stuff, they set up like a little breakfast, a bunch of pastries, and little kind of like the morning milkshakes and stuff, the smoothies. So one of our managers, she looks back there, and she's like, "Man, She's like, "Excuse me, guys, like I gotta go back and grab one of these and get something." And we're talking just a little cup, little smoothie cup. Goes back there and she's like, "Oh, I should probably be healthy." So she gets the green one.
Oh God!
And as she's like getting ready to speak to us again, she like takes one bite, and I thought she was gonna spit this thing across the room. It was like kale and like all this like over the top green stuff, and she was like, "Oh no." She was like, "I don't know. Don't bring." She looked up at the servers and stuff, and they said, "Don't bring this tomorrow." just
executive decisions, just changing the menu.
Yeah, there was a couple of people on our team that did Jay, Brenna. She was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's good."
Well, she's also from Portland, if I remember correctly.
Correct, yeah.
So I think they actually get weaned on that. I think it goes breast milk, superfoods drink, and then they go to wine. Like I think that's how it actually progresses.
I love it.
The progression.
I love it. That's just great.
All right, so seeing as we're just now coming back from the holiday and the New Year and everything, like I said, for those listening or watching on YouTube, we are going to be recording every Monday going forward, and then we have releasing on Tuesdays. But it's a little bit difficult. We wanted to start a little bit earlier with the Parents versus Gaming and come back probably a week ago. But it does get difficult coming out of the holidays. You take the holiday break, and the streaming world, I'm sure, Key, you probably found it a little difficult as well. You take these holiday breaks because you've got the family and you're busy and you're not this single person that just, has their regular 5-day-a-week streaming schedule. And then, just like your real job, that's like, oh my God, I have to go back to work. you do find this even when it comes to gaming, just gaming with your friends, gaming with other parents, trying to do streaming. It's kind of like, I'll do it tomorrow. One more day. One more day.
I need one
more
more day.
day. How difficult was it for you, not just in the streaming world and the video game world, Key, but how difficult was it for you to wrap up the holiday season, you turn the new year, and to really get your routines back as it starts to settle down? Because I know we talked about over Christmas break and all that, how your routines basically, you don't have them, so you got to find those small pockets to go for yourself. But now, I mean, essentially until basically the spring break time where we can all kind of focus back into our routine. So how difficult was for you, and what have you done to get back there? Or are you even back there yet?
So because I go from baking, like have the holidays, my baking schedule's crazy because it's all over the place. And then plus I have to balance on top of that. I am a stay-at-home mom, and my son is school age, but I homeschool. So I've got to balance all of it. And sometimes it gets away from me. And in the fact of homeschooling, like, it's nice because if I have like a super packed day, I can just tell my son, you know what, today's going to be an off day. You can just have a chill out day, relax. Mom's got shit she's got to get done. She has things that need to get done, and I don't have time for this. Which, I mean, sometimes call me a bad parent, I don't care. But sometimes it is nice for your kid to have a little bit of a day off, especially. I know that it's just one of those things. Like, sometimes your kids get mentally overloaded, and it's nice for them to have those days off. Now, I give him those days off, and then sometimes, like, the next day I'm like, all right, we're going to get into this and we're going to do this. He's like, but can I have a day off? No, sir. You had one off yesterday. Like, that's not how this works. And he also sees it as, like, when dad's home, like, if dad's off, because dad gets every other Friday off, he's like, oh, well, dad has a weekend, so I have a weekend. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. No, sir. So it just, when it comes to the holidays, it's a little harder for me to keep him and myself on a schedule because we are so scattered, and my days do get a lot busier. And here lately, it has been a little harder, and mine's keeps going because my birthday comes up like right after Christmas. So it's like, it just keeps going, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. Do we still do that? Do we still celebrate birthdays here?
When is the big day?
It's already passed.
When was it?
January 8th. So
okay,
2 weeks after Christmas, my birthday.
Mine's the 3rd,
happens.
So yeah,
so you get it.
Closer.
Yeah.
Get it. How many
100%.
non birthday presents did you get? They were just, well, we got you a little bit bigger Christmas present, and that counts also as your birthday.
That happened a lot as a kid. Being from a family of 5 and being most of the time my mom was single, that happened a lot.
Yeah.
Birthday was like not as celebrated, so to me my birthday is not like the biggest deal. But this year I had a lot of friends that said that they're like, well, let us celebrate you, and I'm like, okay, like I guess. And I actually had a amazing and fantastic birthday this year. I did do like a 12-hour stream, and it went wild and crazy. I got to play with one of my absolute favorite streamers that I love watching. I love watching her so much. I actually have her pulled up on my other monitor currently because she is streaming. So,
who can we ask who that is?
Yes, Lil Nudes is her streamer tag. But I love watching her. She's an amazing Apex player. And my husband actually went out of his way and reached out to her and had a birthday surprise set up. And I got to play with her on my birthday.
Oh, that's
and
really cool.
she rated me,
awesome.
and I was like, yeah, my face. You can see it on my face on my stream. Like, as soon as she rated me, I just jaw dropped, tears, everything. I was just like, oh my god, I got rated by my favorite streamer. Like, I fangirled out so bad. I did. I fangirled out so bad. And then I got to a good point in one of my games that I was playing, and he's like, "So maybe you could play some Apex?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I could play some Apex. It's been a while, you know." And so, and I made the full switch over to PC for Apex as well. So I was like, "All right, just don't make fun of me, guys, because I'm a bot." And then next thing I know, they're like, "Hey, hop in your Discord," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And her and her best friend were chilling in my voice channel for Apex, waiting for me. I was like, no.
So how did you guys do?
So, we got a couple of wins, and they carried me like hardcore, but it's okay. I had so much fun though. It was a great day. It was so much fun. It was definitely a birthday to remember. So turning 35 was actually fantastic.
Hey, that's awesome. Sometimes everyone's like, you got to be the best, you got to be the best. But even some of the better streamers, they don't care. Even they know that it's about having fun sometimes. And
oh yeah,
I'm sure that like she had a blast, making your day for your birthday, and that probably made her day a little bit. Like to do something even as like streaming, in my opinion, and being able to reach out to people and make their day, I think motivates her probably even more to keep doing something like this. It motivates you to want to keep doing it because, who knows, maybe you'll be the next person that someone is watching you and you're able to make their day and return the favor. But you have been stepping up your streaming game. I've been seeing the post on Twitter as well.
I'm trying. I suck at social media so bad, but I am trying so hard to really push myself out there and be like,
it's a commitment,
come check out
the social media game. And I'm sure as we talk to Jay here in a bit, he can talk about that because it's not just streaming that social, it's whatever you when you decide to make social media part of your business, whether it's streaming, we can say travel agent because that's that Jay does, and just really any business, it's a commitment. You can't just do it once in a while. If you're going to decide to do it, you've got to start, making it part of your routine. And, we talk about you getting back to your routine and you're adding more to your routine on top of it. I'm sure it's been a whirlwind and crazy. What games are you trying to get up to?
So for me, a lot of my viewers really enjoy the Dragon Age series. So I have started off with the very first Dragon Age, which came out back in 2009. So it's an older game. And, I've had a lot of new people come in just from that. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I love this game. Thank you for keeping it alive." And I'm like, "Dude, this is my favorite game. I love this series." Get me into they get me going, and I'm just like I spit out all the facts that I know, and I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep." So I'm actually doing that as my story-based game because I finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and so I was looking for another story game to run, and now I'm doing Dragon Age, and I was like, "Well, this is going to be a continuance because it's an entire series." So I can do this for quite a while. I'll probably be doing Dragon Age for the rest of the year, honestly, with the way it goes with the story progression and stuff. So I'll be doing Dragon Age, and then I'll move on to Dragon Age 2, and then I'll move on to Inquisition. But it's going to be a while that I'll be on it. But I also still play, I've been playing Among Us with friends. We've gotten into that, and we're doing it, I think they decided we're going to start doing it every Friday, which I don't stream on Fridays. They're my off days. Those are my days that I network and hang out with other people in their streams and kind of grow and get to know new people from there. But we actually played it Saturday. So I do stream on Saturdays. And so I was actually streaming it on Saturday. So I do play a few other games. I'm more of a variety streamer than I am that I just stick to one game. So
it's tough to do the stick to one game because we're all fans of games and we get bored.
Mm-hmm. We do. And we like to, expand and see what else is out there. So I love
if you knew what games I was about to start streaming as I kick off my streaming full time again today, if you would have told me a year ago this is the game I was going to be streaming, no chance. I thought I would never play this game again, but here I am.
What game? What game?
PUBG.
PUBG.
I'm gonna do ranked streams on Monday nights, and then probably casual streams on Thursdays, and try to climb the ranking system.
Jay, your camera switched.
And Jay is flipping himself right. He's probably working right now and probably trying to book something at a vacation.
Probably.
Can you guys still hear me? I got one of those damn spam calls. And once I did that, I declined it, and now my whole thing's all screwed up. I was having a wonderful morning, had my oatmeal, good conversation, and then some bot's like, "Hey, do you want to get an extended car warranty?"
Yep. Like, no, I don't.
But
yeah. So
Jay, we can hear you. Can you still hear us? I'm assuming so, right?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just gonna put you on the old speaker here.
All right, Jay. So we're gonna kick it over to you. I know that your family had a crazy. You were telling us before you did basically back-to-back vacations. You went over to beaches, and then you ended up in Universal. And at some point in there, you even were at Disney before all of that. So you've hit all the big three in your world, in my opinion: the beaches, Disney, Universal Valley. So
Yeah.
you turned
So
it.
everyone's got their thing, right? Like, like work people do their work things. Well, it just so happens that I'm a luxury travel agent, so we've got to go do the things that I'm sending my clients to. So it started in October. We went to Disneyland, and then November obviously was here and Thanksgiving, and then we went to Beaches and a Grill down in Jamaica for a week, and then was home for 72 hours. And then Christmas morning, we flew out to Orlando to go do Harry Potter World and Universal and the beach out at Coco. And then came back, and then now I'm taking a work trip down to Grenada here next week. So my world doesn't suck.
That's for sure. Now, turning, you do a lot of family stuff. You're a big family guy. Gaming is always secondary for you. We know that, and it proves that you still game quite a bit, even though it's secondary. So as long as you, like you say, get your stuff in order, get your house in order, you're able to do this. But
the phrase you're looking for is handle your business or handle your shit, is what we say in our house.
Well, I was trying to not set you up for any F-bombs, because I know you're offering the travel agency discount if that happens. So I'm trying my best not to help you get there. I didn't want you to break your resolution in the very first episode. But
no, I'm doing pretty well so far, actually.
Yeah, you've made it 18 minutes. Congratulations, sir.
That's got to be a new record. I'm just saying, go back to the archives, man. I think that's a record.
If Jordan was watching right now, she'd be very proud of you.
Yeah, no, I do.
So, but how difficult has it been for you to get not just yourself, but to get the family, routine? Your wife getting her routines back, the kids getting their routine. Has it been a struggle, or?
We're, most people don't know this on the podcast and stuff. My wife and I are both former athletes. And so by the time we were done with all of our vacationing, we were craving that routine so much that I was in the airport on the way back, and I go, I'm actually really glad we're going home. I'm kind of done. Because it was really 2.5 weeks of vacationing, which on paper sounds great, but I probably need to spread it out. Maybe do one in September, one in October next time. But, be able to get into that routine, get up in the morning, have breakfast to get the kids, and and just kind of keep that order and stuff. Because with my wife working in digital marketing and myself being a travel agent, our schedule is so much chaos as it is, that any sort of structure we can have in there allows us to be able to handle that chaos a little bit better. So for us personally, we've slid right back into our routine. It felt good. I was in a better mood. I was felt like I was accomplishing something every day, other than getting 25,000 steps a day at Universal, which personally I was pretty excited. I averaged 26,000 steps every day.
Oh, wow. That's
nice.
Quite impressive.
Oh yeah, we got after it. We vacation hard.
So
hey, as long as you're having fun, it don't matter, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and that let me eat whatever the hell I wanted. So I was excited.
Yeah.
So you get back into the gaming world. Has it been fun to get back on the sticks and play your PlayStation?
No, because Call of Duty sucks, and I don't play PlayStation anymore, and you know that. Officially made the switch over to Xbox. Call of Duty, Vanguard has. It's let me down, buddy, and you know that, and I know you're poking me for it because
I think Vanguard has let a lot of people down
because it sucks.
Yeah,
hard.
I've heard that. I've heard that, and I'm
Kia Ender, part of our shows on Sundays and then our game show on Wednesday. He's a diehard, self-admitted Call of Duty fanboy, knows that he will buy every Call of Duty, knows that he will buy the next one, and he finally was like, I can't play this one. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's
And
bad.
he even knows
I've
he's
heard
part
a
of the
lot.
problem. It's sad. It's sad that
I have heard a lot of Call of Duty, like hardcore Call of Duty fans are just like Vanguard is, it's
and it's
like,
Warzone is bad right now too. I mean, that's why I'm back. That's why I'm at PUBG.
Yep. I've had a lot of friends that's what they stream. Like that is what they stream, and they have gotten away from streaming it because they get so tilted over it that they're just like, this is ridiculous. Until they can fix it or do something,
It's just not fun.
They can't. They're not having fun, and like I'll even call them out on it, like, yeah, all right over there, buddy. You don't look like you're having fun with that game. And they're like, I'm not. I'm like, they switch, move to a different
and I just
game.
started playing. Yeah, I just started playing Rebirth. Rebirth Island, and I was like, it's kind of like it used to be. It's almost like you broke up with your girlfriend, and then you just kind of go back to like the memories, like you're going down Facebook, like when you guys used to be together, because your situation now just sucks, and you want to think of the fun times and not the wildebeest that they put out and called it a Call of Duty game. It's got awful, and then we talked about it. 2042 sucks. Yeah. I mean, garbage. And so, dusted off PUBG and started playing that with you guys, and then playing Rebirth when you guys aren't on. Because, the nice thing about Rebirth is I don't feel guilty for dying or running into a building and getting smoked. I don't feel guilty at all.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that have done that. They're like, they'll play Rebirth, but if they can't play Rebirth, then they'll just switch over to a different game.
Yeah.
So
Halo.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite, killing it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them switch over to Halo, but I mean,
they should try it. You got to tell them.
Yep.
They'll love it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm not even a big Halo guy, and it's really good.
So I do want to ask. One of our episodes, we just had someone comment on one of our YouTube videos about the episode we did about the different consoles and which is to buy for your kids. Jay, you've dove into the Xbox community a little bit, and I know your kids have Switch. You had a PlayStation before. What's your early assessment? And you haven't spent tons of time with the Xbox, but you see that you have Game Pass, you have all these games, and it's just, I know for you, it's probably overwhelming because you're a big sports guy, and it's just like to know that you have access to all these things for no additional charge. You probably really haven't sunk your teeth into it. But where would you rank the Xbox ecosystem when it comes to a family console, maybe for kids? If especially Christmas has passed, the consoles are slowly starting to pick back up, and at least the Xbox Series S, which is the one you have, the white Xbox, the cheaper one, is you can basically at this point, it is the only next-gen console that you can walk into a store, and there's a good chance it's going to be on the shelf.
Which is crazy, and I don't know if it's just an Xbox ordering thing or if it was a supply-demand issue or something like that, but from playing that system for the last couple of months, so we talk about this all the time in the travel industry, right? Like, people are looking at a resort and they go, oh, well, it's an entry-level room. Maybe I don't want it. Maybe I need to spend more money. And I go, no. The resort itself is amazing. There's no crappy rooms, but the difference is like the super high end is up here and the entry level is down here. If I was just to show you the entry level without the comparison, you'd go, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. So I don't know why the S isn't flying off the shelves as much as everything else is, because it is an amazing system. It does everything you could potentially ask for. The graphics are there, everything. And I think a lot of people get bogged down in the details. Like, oh, what's my refresh rate? What's the frames per second? What's all this other stuff? And I go, guys, you're not going to be able to tell because your other hardware that you're playing it on is garbage, and you're not a professional. You're not going to notice the difference between the two.
Yeah. But as far as, and then going as far as, the kids, if you wanted to buy that for your kids right now, where would you put that in the line, PlayStation versus Nintendo versus Xbox, as far as value for what you're getting, opportunities for your kids to have lots of things to play?
I still, for my kids, and obviously every situation is different, I still, for my kids, think the Switch is the best option.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say that is because of the portability. and the games that they want to play aren't necessarily these large, big data type games, the big battle royales, everything like that. And there's a really solid ecosystem. Nintendo did a great job. They've got a really solid ecosystem. They've got some good titles. Unlike PlayStation, they do a really good job with their, exclusives and stuff. Like the Mario games are good. Like, I mean, when Bowser gets involved, it's good. I still think for families, though, the Switch is still the best option. It gives you the best of both worlds. You've got the docking station. You drop it in. It's up on your TV. You can play it there. We travel a lot, so, the Switches were out on the planes and everything. So for family portability stuff, I still would have to give it to Switch as like the overall. But if we were to take it as like I don't know, cabinet-based desk or cabinet-based gaming console.
Strictly home-based console system.
Yeah, strictly home-based. Plug it in, whatever. This pains me.
It's hurting his heart. I see it.
It is.
It's hurting his
heart. Because I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, because my PS4 is sitting there, and then the S is there, and I'm like, the Xbox is pretty nice, man.
You feel like you're cheating, don't you?
I do. Because what's funny is I was going through my theater room, and the kids are getting older, so we're donating a bunch of toys that they don't play with and everything. And I saw that in my cabinet underneath my TV, I have my PS2, my PS3, and then my PS4 is the one that's out, and then my Xbox is sitting next to it. And what's funny is I took the 2 Wiis that I have and threw them in the box to donate. And my PlayStation 2 and 3 are still sitting in the cabinet.
You just can't do it, can you?
I like it.
You can't do it.
We have our family has a cabin, and I took an old TV up there, so now it's a cabin system. So when I go up there in the spring, I'm going to take it up there with all the games and stuff, and that way the nephews and everything can all play it. But yeah, couldn't get rid of them, man. But yeah, I do kind of feel like I'm cheating. Like maybe I should put the PS4 over here so it doesn't see the Xbox.
So it doesn't see the Xbox.
Do you think that, despite the fact that they're able to release a console for $299, which puts it, same price range as a Switch, obviously the portability, now they do have xCloud, but of course when you're on the planes and all that, you don't have the Wi-Fi strong enough to stream games. So I understand, definitely for me, it's the same. The Switch is for kids, the portability, the Switch is unreal. But as far as the Game Pass, do you feel like Game Pass has just really jumped Xbox to the forefront more than it has been in quite some time?
I think there's a combination of things going on right now. It's the Game Pass. It's the availability of a system, because there's going to be a lot of people that are like, I want a next gen console. They walk into the store and they're like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And they just move on because they want it. And then, they're doing a really good job with the Game Pass. They're doing a really good job with everything else. And keep in mind, right now, the games that are available to be able to play on Xbox and PlayStation right now, the Battle Royale games, the first-person shooters and stuff, garbage. They're terrible. The only good damn game out there right now, and we talked about this, on Sunday's podcast, damn Halo Infinite. Mm-hmm. Can't play that on PlayStation. Yep. And so, I mean, it's tough. If you want something that you can actually play on your next-gen console that's going to make it feel like a next-gen console, you've got the racing simulators out there, which they did a great job taking advantage of the new graphics availability and all of the tech in there. But man, first-person shooter, guess what? Halo, Xbox, and we're done. Because we don't know.
I think it's smart. A lot of people diss them for wanting to go, all the Xbox games are also on PC. But with the streaming world taking off, to be able to, maybe I can't afford a $1,200, $1,500 PC. But if, all your streamer, your fanboys of all these different streamers, and they're starting to play Halo. I know it's not high up on the Twitch scale, but still, even the smaller numbers, if you have a PlayStation, you're like, man, I can't play that game with them. But you could go out and buy a $299 Xbox, and now you can play the exact same game with crossplay with any of your PC buddies. And I actually think it kind of helps them.
Yeah. No, the only thing I'm annoyed about is the fact that these controllers now are like, what, $150 retail? Is that
A regular
is that
Xbox controller? Believe is $69.99. If you want an Elite controller, it's $150.
okay? So it must be the elites that I. Oh yeah, because they've got the wired ones, don't they?
Yeah.
They've got the wired ones and everything. But if you
But
want
playing
like
the games you play, you probably want to get an Elite controller. But my Elite, it's heavier. You'd probably really like an Elite controller, to be honest.
got good girth and weight to it.
Yeah, a lot of weight to it. Yeah, yes, sir. You could be like, my controller.
Yeah, because I even got the little like wireless or the little like charging dock like all set up and everything, and it's got 2 controller slots. And I was gonna go buy one, and it was like $150, and I was like, ugh, $150 controller, ugh.
And I was just thinking about this. Kia, you're big back in. A lot of your community likes to watch you play Dragon Age. And one thing a lot of people don't know is that Game Pass and EA are combined into one. So EA Play on Xbox, whether it's on PC if you have Game Pass or on the console, all those Dragon Age games they can download and play for free.
They can.
They're all right there.
Now I paid for Origins, but I also only paid like $3 for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is the problem is downloading such an older game from the Xbox Pass. If you do, you'll have a lot more issues. You'll have a lot more crashes. At least for PC. But if you go buy it from like an offsite, like just a third party type, I don't experience as many crashes.
Yeah.
Because it's such an old game. But yes, I was able to get all of my Dragon Ages outside of Origins from the Pass. That's another thing that's good about the Xbox Pass is you can get it for your PC. So I have it for my PC, but it's also connected to my son's Xbox. So he gets access to those things as well, just like I do. So it's nice being able to have access, even though because it's linked to your Microsoft account. So
yeah,
I mean,
they definitely.
And I love EA in general because I've always thought they've done a good job, and so.
Wow.
Yeah.
If we can get EA to listen to this, they will probably quote you because not too many people say that.
I know they've had some bad problems in the past, and recently, but I've always enjoyed their storytelling when it comes to the Dragon Age series and Mass Effect.
Hey, that's BioWare though.
That's true. BioWare is part of it.
I mean,
too,
they're EA. They're EA.
Don't ever compliment EA. Don't ever compliment EA.
Get out here, Jay. Get out here.
You both know very well that I mean, it's unfortunate all the stuff that's been going on with Activision, but those CEOs and everybody at EA is going, ooh, yeah, Activision bad. They're horrible. Yeah, what are they thinking over there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, anything to take the heat off of us for that Star Wars abomination that they released.
Oh, man,
they have had some really bad drops lately. Like I feel bad for them. I really do. I hate that for them. But
just update Battlefront 2.
Get your shit together, guys.
I tried
Battlefront 2. We're fine.
I tried to trick the guys. We were kind of bored this past week ago, and we couldn't find anything to play. Shadow and Quick and all the guys. And I was reading descriptions of games and not telling them the titles, and they were like, "Oh, that game sounds really good." And Shadow goes, "Wait a minute, this game sounds familiar. I feel like you're setting us up." He goes, "Is this Anthem?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "No, we're not playing that garbage."
Anthem had potential. It had amazing potential. They dropped the ball.
You mean they forgot to actually finish the world?
They just dropped it. And it's like, you guys had an amazing game. You could have had amazing potential, and you guys just went, "Oh, I'm sorry."
They were like a company, Jay, as if someone they were like, "We made this amazing bridge for the first time ever. You can drive from the U.S.
5 feet
to the U.K. as a bridge is awesome. And maybe about halfway across the Atlantic, you're driving and they forgot to tell you that they didn't finish it. So you just drive off into the ocean and it's over." That's how that game...
Until you fell off, though, that was an amazing bridge, damn it.
It was. It was an amazing bridge until you fell off.
And then they promised for a year. I know you've lost a lot of your family members to the ocean, we're going to finish it next year. So
Gonna
don't
finish.
drive on it till then. And everyone's just lined up with their tickets. And then finally they were like, you know what? We just left. It's halfway. We're not finishing
It's
it.
the Call of Duty playbook. It's the Call of Duty playbook. They've been telling us they're going to fucking fix.
Oh! All right,
Got
there it is. So if anybody, this is your opportunity. You have 2 weeks from today that if you reach out to parentsversusgaming@gmail.com or reach out to the JT3 on twitch.tv or Kia Kane on her site. If anyone says, I was listening to Parents versus Gaming and I heard Jay, US Barber, drop the F-bomb. I'm interested in a family vacation or booking a vacation. I believe, what did you say, Jay? It's 80% off?
We'll talk. We'll talk.
I think it was like 20 or 25%, I think was the deal. But you've only got 2 weeks. So if you hear this in March or April, you've got 2 weeks from now to reach out to us, and Jay will help you put together a vacation with quite a bit of a discount. So,
and that makes me like Vanguard that much less.
Yeah,
They got
because
you.
that was the example I was going to use was they roll out the new Warzone, and then it's going to be amazing, and everyone goes, okay. It's going to be amazing. Just wait. And we're like, okay. And we're like, it's going to be amazing. Just wait till these patches and this bullshit anti-cheat comes on and everything else. And everyone goes, still waiting. Yeah, no.
Is that okay? I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Game's been out for months. It has to update. Game requires update every single time I get on there, and yet I can't tell you that they have fixed any of the things. The PSH, whatever the hell it is or whatever, still looks like a giant cinder block is on it. Like you still have to fight up and downhill all the time. Like it's miserable.
Yeah.
Well, guys. I think we're gonna wrap up this episode on that note with Jay. He lasted a total of 34 minutes, Kia.
Yep.
So, like I said, you've got 2 weeks from now. It's still goes on for the rest of the year, but you've got 2 weeks to capitalize on this instance.
Hang on a second. I'd like to point out, for those that don't watch us on Sundays, when we have the whole crew together, I went an hour and like 30 minutes last night without saying it.
I'm going to have to listen to the replay.
Yeah, no, you can listen to it, but yeah, I don't believe you. Maybe like 99% sure now. But I went like an hour and a half last night without blowing it up, and stupid Warzone ruined it.
It's Warzone every time.
Killing me.
Oh,
killing
man. I didn't think. I thought you were going to make it because we were about to wrap it up, but you had to
I
bring
thought it was
Warzone into the conversation again, and it crushed you.
Just brutal.
You.
I'm going to switch over to play Farm Simulator. Maybe that'll help, like, take me down a little bit.
We did talk on Sunday about all these people dropping different lawsuits. Maybe you're able to sue Activision for causing you to curse, which makes you lose money in your own personal business.
Oh.
I'm sure there's probably some sort of... I'm sure you could find a lawyer that would take that case.
Yeah, I'm also...
so bad that it caused you to curse, which made you have to give a discount to your travel agency.
You know, the problem is I don't have that kind of money to get a lawyer to fight over, like, a few $100.
Well, that's
he's
why
gonna lose money fighting it.
You sue them for millions, right? And then you look for the settlement.
Right?
Oh my goodness!
Damn it!
You could say it. Because I had to give a discount in the agency, my wife almost considered divorce, so then we had to go down that path. I mean, there's a lot that you could, I'm sure, throw out there.
Yeah, and then they're going to turn around and be like, "How many people took advantage of it?" I'd be like, "Nobody had the balls to email me."
Yeah.
Like,
our 5 listeners didn't catch onto it.
Yeah. It's all right. Hey, are we opening? Hey, wait a second. For all 5 listeners, are we opening up your wedding there, James? To everyone?
Of course. That could be a way they use the discount. September 23rd, Beaches, Turks, and Caicos, 2022.
We could do a multi-person live stream event while we're down there.
Yeah, I would love to have Kia come. That way we could do an episode from the resort.
Do a live stream from the beach.
I could be in my suit because Jay, you're in the wedding too. We could be in our like suits or whatever we're gonna wear on the beach, and to be like, the music's playing. Shouldn't you go to the wedding? No. We got to finish this episode real first.
We got to finish the podcast. Hold on. I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
You know, with a nice GoPro and chest harness, we could actually stream the wedding.
Hey, it's a possibility.
Like live stream. Do you think your blushing bride would go for that?
I don't know. We'll have to work out the details with Joe.
When you ask, I want to be there and watch. Yeah, when you ask, I want to be there and watch.
Maybe we should bring her on a Sunday episode and get her hot take.
Yeah. Because that's how you want to start.
Let you and Ender.
That's how you want to start your wedding, is with a nice little ambush about her wedding ceremony in September.
Well, guys,
go ahead and let me watch that one.
hopefully, you guys will check out Kia on her stream. She's doing an amazing job, and maybe we can get lucky and Kia can convince some of her viewers to download and listen to us on the different podcast platforms. We're everywhere: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, anywhere you want to look us up. We are brought to you by Last Choice Network. That is our new network. We've got some new fancy logos as well, Kia. So, we're trying to move along here. But thank you guys very much for coming out. Jay, Kia, it's a pleasure. I will see you guys next week. And Kia, I'll catch you on your stream. I want to see how far you are in Dragon Age this week. So,
okay.
And Jay, whenever you're ready to help me climb the ranks in PUBG, let's go.
Oh, man. Damn Warzone, man.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.